more power in the later stages of the game. And honestly, KT's team composition is very worrisome. They can't really go the distance without aiming just becoming a superhero.
Yeah.
And with Renekton being the only synergy for Orianna's ultimate, it means that a lot more pressure is put on Kuro in order to find openings. Now, the one downside is obviously the Rakan and the Trundle aren't really doing a whole lot against the KT team comp, but there are a couple of good things going for SP. I mean, if Twisted Fate can actually get a Rabadon's Death Crown as third item or something like that, that would be massive for him. Kai'Sa is not really an ornament champion, though. Neither is Trundle, neither is Rakan. So the Ornn,
yeah, that's a yikes.
outside of TF, Zanya's.
Yeah.
That's what she gets.
Is that really what she gets? You can go the old AD variety and pick up a Molten Edge, but it doesn't feel great. You're exactly right there. Well, unless we're going to see another one of these Serrated Dirk-style Kaisers that allow her to get to some of her evolutions at timings that you would otherwise not be able to with other such builds. Not entirely sure how Hybrid's going to go there. It does allow you to have a bit more power in the early game, but then you could have a Wraith Blade, is I guess my theory. Don't think it's ever good, but an option. And it's purple. She's purple. Might help.
Well,
I don't know. I'm clutching at straws here, just a little bit.
Honestly, it's sort of...
I've ran out. I'm over at the, the aisle where you've got your coffee and then there's supposed to be like straws and here, moule tissue here in Korea, but it would be, a wet towelette. A moist towelette is what they say, isn't it? I don't know. I was only ever at KFC in Australia. We don't need to talk about that. Let's have a look at what's actually happening here in this game. As bonO has found Flawless, and he's got one of the old Nidalee skins. I respect this.
That Trundle skin looks pretty baller, though.
Yeah.
That looks like Arthas for some reason. It looks like Lich King in a weird way. Or maybe not Lich King, maybe just a Death Knight or something. With
we needed Mordekaiser in the game for like the true Lich King, and then you've got his Death Knight followers. Yeah. Because Mickey has the right skin for that as well, Yeah. Underworld TF was definitely a little bit Death Knighty. It's got like the green undead eyes, Yeah. Perfection.
Well, this is going to be a bit of an interesting game. The other thing that's confusing is I don't know how KT actually contests for dragons, realistically. Even though Nidalee outpaces Trundle, Twisted Fate can basically turn things into his favor anytime, at least early on, and then bot lane, we'll see what Hybrid and Secret manage to end up doing, but lots of pressure on bonO, and bonO's one of the biggest sinners that we have here in the LCK, so seeing him on Nidalee is going to be very interesting.
And he's also had a bit of a rough season so far here in 2020 summer, so see whether this is going to be the bounce back. This Hybrid's going to take a Mystic Shot to the face. One of the ways that I see KT winning fights is, TusiN gobbling up a Crocodile and throwing him into the backline. Could be an opportunity to try and get Smeb in there and actually affect this one. But you look at this matchup and I see inevitability. And it's a bit of a worry for Smeb on this Renekton.
You said that, and that Ornn skin looks like Thanos.
It does a little bit.
When I thought, the I am inevitable.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Hey, Smeb's win rate on the Renekton's pretty good, though.
Yeah.
You see whether he's can utilize Mastery.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting the better edge of the matchup currently up here in top lane. And interestingly, I mean, Kuro maintaining a pretty good amount of control.
This is actually very impressive. As these are the amount of games, or the times that these players have started, I believe. When they were playing together. So,
wow,
it's a lot.
Yeah,
definitely. There's a lot of pedigree with both Mickey and ikssu and Smeb and Kuro. I don't know how many of our viewers were watching when the Rocks Tigers were in their heyday. So it was quite some time ago now. It's going on 5 years. I think they certainly stole the hearts of so many fans when it felt like everyone was an SKT fan.
I still have I have two actually jerseys that they gave me. One of them I never used. they gave it to me. It was one of their reserve jerseys at the semifinal.
Oh wow!
At Madison Square Garden. So.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's a yeah, it's a nice one. I actually looked at it today before I came here because I just placed the new Afrika jersey they gave us yesterday.
I think I'm getting mine today because I wasn't in yesterday.
I'm gonna take it.
But I haven't got it yet, so maybe I'm... Did you just take it? You
no,
just got two at home
I'm gonna take it now.
Oh, thanks, man.
Not a big deal.
All right.
Likely stolen.
As long as you, like, put it up on your wall and you treat it with respect, I'll be happy, you know? That's fine.
Oh, well, ikssu getting slammed in the trade. What?
Oh, that was no sarcasm?
Why?
I'm just thinking that I don't know whether that damage really means all that much. That's all. I don't know.
All right.
The old Ornn into Renekton. As you can see, the CS is certainly in favor of Smeb, and this matchup will go Renekton favored for the earlier stages. But like we were talking about, Thanos eventually will snap his fingers and yeah, give all of his team a whole bunch of cool stuff.
The really cool thing is that for KT, they're actually finding a very big victory in a lane where it shouldn't happen. However, on the flip side, you have a Nidalee going even with Trundle. So there's definitely some issues.
Yeah, that could
that
be
are
rough.
present. Yep. Aiming in TusiN. They already came off the reset.
Aiming doing a lot of work, actually.
Yeah.
I feel like when Aiming trades on Ezreal, he just finds extra ways to do damage in a lot of cases. He's very impressive on this champion, and that means a lot coming from a region that has a lot of very good Ezreal players.
Yeah.
Saw Deft popping off on it very recently. TRX still very, very scary here in the LCK. Smeb back up above half health. He's only about a wave or so in the lead as Kuro's going to have to blow his flash in mid lane.
Yeah.
And Kuro's
no
spellbook is off cooldown.
No, it's not.
On cooldown.
Yeah, it's on cooldown.
Yeah, it's on cooldown.
I thought you were lost sight for a second.
Yeah, well, I think maybe I was.
Yeah.
But it's going to be back again real soon. So
Cloud Dragon, actually, Cloud Dragon coming up as first Drake of the game. Not super impactful, really, for a lot of these champions. One would argue that 10% CDR for TF.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Yeah, bonO going to be caught out. Does still have his flash available as he decides to go aggressive. Pops his way out. Good gold card there from Mickey, but he's very low as the spear is going to go wide. Now Smeb's just going to take a Rift Scuttler. And everything's going to be okay. But like you were talking about, KT, they do have to win in the early game, but they are winning in the early game.
Yeah.
So that is good news.
So Smeb actually got that. Now the thing is that Mickey has teleport, and when he comes back from this reset, it's very awkward for Kuro because he's stuck in lane without any mana, and what might end up happening is that he has to be given the blue buff in order to sustain through this. We have a little bit of loss to Shopkeeper currently up there in top lane. Bombies. Oh,
that's
that was
a
nice
great
trade.
Double knocker. Exhaust used on Secret. Does take a lot of damage back there in the end, but that's a good sign. The SeolHaeOne Prince's bottom side. bonO's going to come in, see whether he can do anything to help. Ooh. Yeah, Aiming not finding the best end of that trade.
Yep. The call also for Hybrid. Very nice pickup. And now Destiny Gate available on Mickey. Where can they manage to find openings? As that was a cannon minion that just went into the void. So even if Kuro and Mickey seem like they're even on CS, I mean, that cannon is, you know, don't underappreciate it, as well as the EXP. Because Mickey's already at level 7. Kuro, we'll see where he's at the very end of this wave, but Mickey's been in it for a little while. Oh, man.
Okay, Flawless down very low. bonO's just going to steal it away and grabs the Trundle. Mickey now looking for that gold card. Will find it, but yeah, this is an absolute disaster for SeolHaeOne Prince. And KT already stealing away 2 kills. ikssu having to run and blew his teleport. I don't think anything could have gone worse.
Yeah, I think that was the opposite of flawless. I think that was definitely a bit of a disaster. If I do say so myself. And it was no secret that now SP are in a pretty unfortunate spot.
Yeah, Flawless is going to steal away that blue buff, though. Yeah. So there's one thing back in their favor.
Yeah. He managed to win the smite that didn't matter.
Although one could argue that Cloud Drake isn't the most vital, but I think losing your jungler here is a huge deal.
Yeah, so, and I mean, yeah, he even emoted, I think, thinking that he got it, which is very interesting, the Pengu.
Yep.
And then no clue what Secret was really doing. It was a really good Ornn ultimate.
나 들어가 볼게 이거. 맞을래? 대피가도 이거? 와줘.
Come with me, come with me, come with me.
Oh, that was actually so clean.
Nice.
볼 수 있는데.
bonO's camera control, not impressive. Really not impressed. That was very sloppy.
Maybe it's explaining something. But bonO now sitting at 1-0-1. You are definitely a big fan of making sure people have their cameras correct.
Yeah. You know, that was very, very slow. He could have been looking at many other things. But doesn't really
press
matter.
Tab nearly enough as well.
True, true. Yeah, a couple more FPs maybe.
Yeah.
You know.
So Hybrid and Secret make their way back into the lane. With aiming, he's got his man immune done. So he went for the slower start, not collecting a Sheen early, but he's been rewarded for it. After, you know, winning a lane, getting more farm, but also being able to pick up that added assist. And now has sort of got out of that trough pretty early. As, yeah, look, we didn't have too many expectations out of the Kai'Sa, but she is still going to scale. See whether it's actually going to work out here as double pickaxe is being collected by Hybrid.
Well, at this point in the game, SP, they are behind. Still don't have the Rod of Ages on TF yet, which is very unfortunate. Not the end of the world pretty much anywhere except in top lane. Smeb is honestly putting on a little bit of a clinic up there in the CS department. He's ahead by 33% almost. Like that?
I like the quick.
The numbers,
something I can't
a little
do.
easy, yeah.
Yep. Big fan.
Yeah,
Flaw's going to come on over, puts himself down a little bit of a pillar. Otherwise, not too much is going to go on. And you see, the fact that, you know, Smeb's putting on that clinic, that's why he got delivered the Rift Scuttler and then was able to pick up a kill, right? And now the hard carry Crocodile, top side of the map, is a possibility. Going to be Black Cleaver coming in pretty soon. Going to be very useful into ikssu's Ornn. We'll see where he goes next. I mean, if he does want to, you know, continue side laning against an Ornn, Blade of the Ruined King could work on the Renekton. Don't know whether he's actually going to go there, though, as Death's Dance is so incredibly powerful. See where Smeb decides to take it.
Yeah. And meanwhile, bonO, he's just continuing to try to power farm up. Mountain's up in 1 minute and 20 seconds, and that's really big for both of these teams. SP obviously want to get it, because it'll make it that much harder for Nidalee, Renekton, and Ezreal even, because Ezreal doesn't tend to build penetration at all. So even if it's a very small amp, it's still going to be very valuable. And around that dragon, I mean, KT should be the ones that have the leg up. We should assume that Black Cleaver's complete, which she's about to buy it right now.
Yep.
And, I mean, Ezreal's going to be in a really good spot. Ro is not going to have any stacks on it, realistically. There's not going to be a Sheen or anything on Mickey. And so this is going to be a very difficult team fight for SP to actually fight. I don't even know if Ornn's actually going to get to Sunfire Cape by the time this comes up.
Not to mention Hybrid, he's getting exhausted here towards the bottom side. True Shot Barrage only eaten by Secret there, but he still takes so much damage.
Holy.
Hybrid, though, that was a decent sidestep. It might have put him in the death chamber, though, but nope. Able to create enough distance. Flash forward and aiming! Picks up the snipe kill with the Sheen proc. Beautifully done by KT's 80 carry, and aiming's on form today, and that is terrifying for SeolHaeOne Prince fans.
Yeah, and bonO feeling very happy in the player cam. They're going to allocate all this gold. Tahm, Kench, get out of the way. Hey, buddy.
I know.
This guy over here, honestly. Take a look at him. Take a look at this guy.
I know, it's Timothy walking in thinking he's still Sir Thomas.
Yeah, outrageous.
It is,
this
absolutely.
Guy.
We are going to be able to have a look at which soul we're going to get, whether it's going to be the Infernal or the Ocean. An opportunity to peer into what it's going to be, and Earth, Wind, and Fire will be upon us. Big fan. September, good month.
Well, that the Infernal Dragon is pretty much exactly what they want to roll at this point. It'll help the Nidalee and the Ezreal so much.
Oh dear, Secret able to battle dance, so gets over to Hybrid. Still going to lose their blue buff, though.
Yeah, they're going to lose the blue buff. And honestly, I feel like the way in which the lead has been obtained here for KT is making everything look really grim. I really don't know if SP are going to be able to come back in this. And the reason that I say that is because the third dragon, Ezreal, given his advantages, he will have that Muramana online. He might even have Trinity Force. He's 4 minutes away from it. He just picked up Stinger. So he doesn't need to actually come up with that much gold. So when you assume his GPM right now, it's very likely he might have it.
Yeah, and also that's the bigger 2-item power spike as well.
Yes.
Over that of the Iceborne Gauntlet. More of a 3-item build now with that one. And look at aiming, just knows exactly what he's capable of.
This is really Hybrid's fault at the end. He should keep staying in front of Trundle the entire time, using him as a meat shield, and instead just keeps clicking forward. But anyways, Kuro now going to shove in the wave. 4,000 gold lead with a mountain, and I really like the itemization that we're seeing out of Smeb. He's immediately going into some defensive stats.
Yeah, we'll see whether that's going to just be the boots. Might be some Merc Treads, but he also might be deciding that something like a Hex Drinker could be an option. When I see those items next to each other, I just assume they're going to go together, which most often does not happen. That could also be Death's Dance to be built towards. That would make some sense here in just how the league works at the moment. Feels like build Death's Dance, and then you're doing it right.
Well, we shall see what else ends up unfolding here. 3 minutes until the Infernal Dragoon is going to come up.
Is that a new class in Final Fantasy or something?
Did you ever play the Legend of Dragoon?
No. I heard good things about it, though.
Very, very good. Yeah. I don't know why I thought... I don't know why I said Dragoon.
Because it's Dragon. You just wanted to put an extra O on it.
Okay.
All right. As there's a Shockwave. Max range is Mickey. He's going to flash. And see Smeb out of turret range. And he's going to survive.
Yeah. Turret really just getting a little bit lazy right there.
Yeah, it really did.
Aiming, and bonO now going to be up here trying to raise this top tier 1. Teleport coming in from the alcove.
Yep, and there's Destiny as well, as the Ram is going to make his way out. Knock up only onto 1, but it should be the end of bonO there as he tries to pounce out, but he's unable to. Aiming very, very low and out of the fight right now, but Smeb is a gigantic crocodile, and Kuro's trying to control this battlefield. Flash has to be used by ikssu, and despite the fact that they got rid of aiming and killed bonO, SP still not looking like they have control.
No, they lose this fight. So even though they almost killed aiming and they did successfully kill bonO, take a look at what it cost them. Count them 1, 2, 3, 4 flashes. Twisted Fate did spellbook one of those away, so it, he's trying to hide it. But it took 4 flashes, a teleport out of Ornn, teleport out of Mickey as well, I believe. So all of these summoner spells, they do not have available now for the Infernal fight. Even if they would have gotten 2 or 3 kills, it would still be a loss, as weird as that sounds.
Grand entrance used by Secret, needed to get out of that one. But yeah, you're right. It's a lot of investment for basically 0 gain, other than just a single kill onto bonO. Unable to actually get any extra control, and in fact will lose this Rift Herald as KT continue their dominance over the early game.
Yeah.
Soul Point under a minute away. 3,000 gold is the lead. Smeb will extend that to about 4,000. Amy's going to go home and collect himself a Trinity Force. That Muramana you were talking about is already completed.
Yeah.
It's bad to worse.
I would actually really like to know his gold count right here. This might be, although he keeps clicking forward after the cannon, so I think that he doesn't have the gold, because it's just showing intention to stay. Then we take a look at the replay here. Now, I'm not really so concerned with what's happening in the fight itself, but I'm rather concerned with the intent of what SP is trying to do. This is a panic play where they think that investing to get a couple of kills, all of their summoners, is more valuable than having those summoners at the Infernal fight. Because the same amount of gold and the pressure that KT are about to exert by getting this Infernal, threatening Soul Point, is infinitely more valuable than the kills that they would get.
Well, see whether they can find any more here, as there's the knockback, but a 3-man shockwave from Kuro as he bounds over the wall. In goes Hybrid into the backline though, and they do manage to take down aiming. Iksu's extraordinarily low, however, and KT, they still have enough damage to win out this team fight. TusiN avoiding the wildcards beautifully there as Mr. Timothy, and KT will get themselves to Soul Point, an Infernal Soul at that.
Yep. And that Infernal Dragon, super big for Nidalee. I would say Ezreal too if he would go Leandri's, but we're in LCK. But that would be massive if he would. You get the hybrid scaling. And I'm not talking about hybrid, the champion.
Yeah, he's on the other side.
Yeah, he's on the other side.
Although hybrid could also build a Leandri's. It wouldn't be synergizing with any Infernal Drakes unless they're able to turn the game around completely. As Shirley just decides, no. We're just going to walk away from this one. They think that KT are a little bit too far ahead. And Shirley says that it's just not what's going to happen. As ikssu decides this is the time to fight, but I don't think it was.
Well, at this point in time, KT, I mean, they just collapse into the team fight, SP. They try to make something happen. They try to take advantage of an opportunity that they felt like they saw, ends up getting clapped for it. It's going to be Soul Point. They're down 5,000 gold. Ornaments are so far away as well. Iksu's not even 13 yet. There's no way he's getting 2 levels in 3.5 minutes.
And needs an extra item as well to make full use of it anyway. Yeah,
he doesn't even have Abyssal Mask. No one is going ornament items either.
You're not going to be able to give any items to anyone at this point. Ginsu's Rage Blade, unfortunately, does not have an upgradable option. There's another Shockwave, but Mickey's going to ghost out of it. But Kuro, when you can see an Orianna walking happily into the enemy's side of the map with, you know, he had decent vision, but didn't exactly know where everyone was, it's when you know that you're in a very good position. So Orianna is definitely a champion that is dictated to by map control. KT certainly have it in spades. Ikssu might be caught out of position here. Searing Charge will getting him to relative safety. You can see the vision. Like, KT just owned this map entirely. Now pushing to try and take down this outer turret in mid lane. Secret going to get tagged by that spear at relatively max range. Aegis of the Legion going to help him out, giving him a bit of that extra defenses. For KT, they have the poke advantage. They have the money advantage in spades. And also the items have really come in well for them.
Oh!
There's another Shockwave. Flawless is going to get melted. Yeah, I don't know.
I think the thing that's been really flawless this game that he's been doing is the mistakes. I think that they have really been on point.
Okay. Don't know whether that's what you want to be doing. It's not the secret to winning League of Legends.
Atlas, I want you to say a positive thing right now.
I really like cake.
What kind of cake?
Well, my mum, for my birthday, would normally make Black Forest cake.
Okay.
I'm a big fan. And hers is the best.
Okay.
You know, I'm extraordinarily biased.
Well, let's watch Orianna bake a cake right here. So you put the ball in the center, you press the R button, and then Ezreal...
Yeah, just comes in and mystically turns it into cake.
Exactly. Perfect.
That's wonderful. I feel like we need a bard in the game for some reason. I don't know why. I know he makes cocoa more than cake.
Oh, there needs to be a birthday party bard skin now.
Definitely. Oh, no, we need Fiddlesticks.
Baker Bard.
Baker Bard?
Oh, man.
We do have Baker Pantheon and a few other ones.
And he goes and gets cookies instead of chimes?
Yeah, that's super good.
Or cupcakes?
All right,
I don't
ship it. Let's. We need to get in contact with the skins team again.
You know what I really miss? I haven't had it since I was a teenager, but which wasn't that long ago. That was all right. I know what you were thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what that feels like.
It was less than a decade. Less than a decade for me. All right.
All right. Thanks. There's no need to brag.
I know you were thinking about before television had color, but.
Wizard of Oz was such a beautiful film.
I was thinking, well, I really want ice cream Death by Chocolate cake. That's really when it's not really ice cream; it's just cold Death by Chocolate.
Yep, I remember that cake. Where? That's a specific brand, isn't it? The Death by Chocolate cake.
Yeah, I think so. But it's so good.
It reminds me of Matilda.
I've looked for it in Korea. They don't seemingly make it anywhere. Very sad. Although
maybe we can import it somehow.
Yeah.
Figure it out. I'll get the recipe. When's your birthday?
September.
September? Perfect.
Yeah.
We got the exact right Drakes for your birth year as well, and we're talking about your birthday. This is fantastic. See whether we can get that Bard skin in time to get the skins team onto it. It's KT are going to move to meet SeolHaeOne Prince here in the mid lane. Flawless down to half health once again. Feels like he starts off fights at basically nothing these days because the poke advantage is just too high for KT. Smeb waiting off to the side, looking for his moment to come in. Mickey doing exactly the same thing, but he's locked his gold card very early.
The worrisome thing here is KT's posturing with SP for no reason. They should just go over to the dragon, okay, they're doing it now. They have Nidalee started up. Yep. Destiny Gate's going to come in. This is the last hurrah, the final stand.
Yep, Aiming's going to get devoured though. His secret, he can't even engage anymore. He's just too low on health. Hybrid diving into the backline, but there's a beautiful exhaust, and Aiming gets himself into the Dragon Pit. The rest of SeolHaeOne Prince, they just want to kill Smeb.
Dragon.
And in the meantime, KT are looking to lock down this Dragon. Flawless moves on over. It's going to be a 50-50 as Hybrid does take down Smeb, but the Drake is still going to go over to KT. That is Infernal Soul. Aiming is going to take down Flawless there as ikssu looking for a knock-up, but TusiN has another Devour in secret. Gets a knock-up on Aiming, but it's not going to be able to knock up the rest of the team, and now Aiming's able to pop off. It's going to be, not a full house, as it's going to be one of them stolen away. So two pair for KT is a double for Aiming, double for Kuro. KT looking to augment it with a Baron.
And bonO did a really good job at securing that dragon. That was a very high-pressure moment. And this game is definitely over. I really can't imagine a world where SP come back. They don't even have ornaments going their way. They're not going to get access to any whatsoever. And so it's not even like you can say, well, Ornn's giving them a lot of gold to make up for the deficit.
No.
Infernal Soul with the Mountain Dragon as well to help buff the resistances. Now, this was a really nice engage attempt, but TusiN had everything. Flashes over, exhausts Hybrid. And then Aiming, he gets into the pit. Now, this was very worrisome. I thought just immediately burst down the Infernal, but they actually delayed it a little bit, giving SP a little bit of time. Flawless in the pit, loses the smite. And this is very mentally tasking because this is 2 key smites he's lost.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, Ezreal is Ezreal's Iron Man here. There's just not really much that they can do. Flash not necessary by Nidalee there.
But sometimes you've just got to use it.
Oh, okay.
Flexing your muscles.
All right. Not a big deal?
Yeah, not a big deal. Not a big deal. At this point, they are so far ahead.
Why didn't you tell me, Alice?
Look, there's nothing to tell.
Alice.
Nothing to tell. I don't know.
What healing is on the enemy team here?
Subjugate. It's very important. Very, very important. Not to mention Grasp with the Undying. That is an entire keystone dedicated to getting health back.
Just gonna
taste the blood from Hybrid's rune choices.
It's fine. So take it away.
Secret. Secret's passive. His Gleaming Quill.
Yes, yes.
Able to offer a bit of healing there.
Yeah, I should have seen that one.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right. My apologies. Yeah.
Smeb split pushing on the bottom side as we do our best to attempt to not think about certain books. As Mickey's just taking poke, Aiming, looking for the True Shot Barrage, but all he's going to do is pressure them away. As now, ikssu wants to take down Smeb. Seems like they're opted in for this one. They may just lose the game if they're trying to take him down, but they want to take a Crocodile with him. As he lives for quite a while. These Nexus turrets probably not going to be so lucky, as Subjugate is ticking down onto bonO, but he takes a max range spear as Flawless. And that's going to definitely be a trade loss here for SeolHaeOne.
If it weren't for the minions inting and going on a bit of a vacation, the game definitely would have ended. Now, the unfortunate thing here for SP is that Smeb has teleport, and they are now down a lot of summoners. Look at Secret. He is trying to get the flank of the year.
Yeah, there's the quickness. He's going to... Whoa. Yeah,
Leroy Jenkins.
Many well handled him. Mickey's going to be taken down. Aiming's going to put the last Mystic shot into him as now ikssu's trying to stand vigil next to his last remaining Nexus turret. But honestly, this game has been over for a little while now as we've ticked to the 11,000 gold mark. Smeb's going to teleport back in and try and get some revenge against these pesky SeolHaeOne Prince players. But the Nexus, it's going to be taken down, and KT will win a dominant game one in under 30 minutes. Definitely a bounce back here for a KT that were